What's up, craft kids? Let's draw Squirtle.
All right, so what we're gonna do for the head is we're gonna do like a circle, but not a complete circle because the bottom is gonna get kind of like flattened out a bit. It's almost like a basketball that's like lost some air, and the bottom of it's flat on the ground. I like it. Next thing we're gonna do is put the eyes in. The eyes are like upside down U's, okay? So you find like a little bit lower than the halfway point, and you stick an upside down U on this side, and you stick an upside down U on this side. Then the upside down U's are connected with a slightly curved piece on each side. Okay, I'm gonna do a little fixer on mine because this eye is a little bit narrower than this one, and I don't love that. So there's a piece, the next piece we have to draw looks like this. It goes in here like that. But since I want this one a little wider, I'm gonna use a little trick and I'm gonna put that little piece on the outside. I'm just gonna extend that, put that little piece on the outside. And now this side's a little wider than this side, but at least it's bigger and it's closer to what I wanted. Okay, so that's the next move there. Then we put a little curved line right in there. Next, there's two eyebrows. Just two little curved pieces, one there, one there. And then in the eye here, it's going to be all black except for a circle of white right up here. And you want to make that circle plenty big because remember, we have bleeding that happens with these markers. So it'll end up being a little smaller than what you think. Next we have two nostrils. One there and one there. Basically like right under the edge of each eye. And we put a mouth. So he's smiling, but also you remember turtles have a little bit of a pointed, hardened bone in their mouth, so it's going to end up being a little bit of a point. Like this, to a point. It's like a rounded off point. Nice job. Okay, next we draw a big old belly. It's going to come down, curve around. It's going to stop like right under the white part of that eye.
Hey guys, check out our video game character playlist linked in the description below.
Next, we're going to draw the arm. What is his left arm? It's on our right, underneath the edge of this eye. And it's a shape like this. So it's like an upside down U. And then his hand looks like this. Okay, draw something that looks like that. Next, we're going to draw its leg. And his leg is basically where we stop. This is where you're going to start the leg. So it's upside down U. And then on the bottom of the U, you're going to put a foot which looks similar to that hand. So the other arm's coming right out of the very top of the belly here. It's coming down, and it's going to be tucked slightly behind over here. So you're going to do the same type of hand shape, except for you're going to show the thumb. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now going to add the other leg, and that's going to come right out of the side here. And it's going to give a slight curve, okay? And toes aren't going to quite look like this time because it's on a little bit of an angle. So the toes are going to look more like that. And then we're going to show it coming back and up like that. Okay, so next we're gonna draw the back of the shell. Okay, and it's gonna come along, it's gonna start right here, and it's gonna come right along and go through this finger. Not through it, but it's gonna go behind it, but it's gonna look like it's going through it. And come out the bottom, so you imagine it going through, and it's gonna end up, we have to imagine this line coming through here, so it's gonna end up here. It's gonna end up just like that. Beautiful. So that line's in, and then next we're gonna draw another line that goes like this, and we're gonna imagine that also going through the arm, like behind the arm. It's gonna be where we see the brown of the shell. So it's gonna actually get a little thicker down into the bottom here. So that line's gonna come, we're gonna imagine it coming right up there. And then next, we get one more line, and that's gonna go and mimic this line here. It's gonna kind of be like the edge of the shell. So this line can be a little tiny bit wavy. Actually looks good if it's a little tiny bit wavy. So that just mimics that whole line right there, and it's just another line that's a tiny bit wavy, not over wavy, just a tiny bit wavy. Nice. Cool, we're almost there. We're getting there. We just have we have a tail and some underbelly lines to make. Okay, so the first line we're gonna make is on his chest. It'll be slightly curved, like this. Slightly curved. It's gonna come to a point right here where someone's belly button might be. Okay, and from there we're gonna do a Y. It's gonna look like an upside down Y shape. And this is gonna go right to the middle of this leg, and this one is gonna go right to pretty much connected to that one. Okay, you wanna try that?
Yeah.
Looking so good, man. All right, next we have some more chest lines, and this one is like right in the middle. This curves ever so slightly, and it curves ever so slightly this way. It's so beautiful. All right, one last set of lines, which are similar to what we just did here, except for they're way up in here. One that way, ever so slightly curved, one that way, ever so slightly curved. Okay, you got one step left, kiddo.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Tail.
The tail. The tail's gonna come right out of this intersection here, and it's gonna I'm gonna do it all in one motion. It's gonna be a big swoop. It's gonna almost come to the edge of the page. Big swoop, and it's gonna curve right around. Watch this move, okay? Okay, big swoop like that. And all you have to do to finish off the tail is connect it like that. Yes, Landon's tail's way better than mine. Okay, now yours is aligned a bit more like this one because it's closer. Mine's too far. I love them. Nice job, dude. All right, so now it's just color time. Color and thicken a little bit, and we'll just do that on camera. Fast forward.
Yeah.
We'll be with you in a minute.
While coloring in our Squirtles, we both went with the standard Squirtle package. However, I used a little bit of shading on mine to try to show you the difference between a shaded version and a not shaded version. Adds a little more dimension and detail, but feel free to color your Squirtles however you like. Remember, you can pause if you need to.
1, 2, 3.
Squirtle!
We drew a Pokemon character today, Squirtle, and we haven't done a Pokemon in a while, so we thought it was probably time.
Yeah.
Landon is he's got a pretty sizable collection of Pokemon cards, so. Was this fun for you today, bud?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Cool. Maybe next time we could draw another character. I'm not super familiar with all the characters from Pokemon, so what do you think we could draw next, maybe? Possibly.
Charizard.
Charizard. So we'll think about that.
Or Dragonite.
Or Dragonite. So anyways, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe we'll do another Pokemon soon. But for today, these are our Squirtles. So we've done a Pikachu drawing way back. Odin and I did. And then we did a Pokeball. Am I saying that right? Pokeball way back when. We'll put links for those two in the description below. So, till we see you next time.
Keep drawing,
stay
stay
awesome.
awesome.
Bye.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Is pink the one?
Yes, pink is the one.
Seems like a good choice.